embodied Vedic astrologer. I support my clients with greater self-trust, deeper inner resiliency, more thriving, abundance, and deeper dharmic awareness and resources to support their path. I hope you've been enjoying the First Chakra resources I've been sharing over the past few weeks. Resources to help you identify where you might be disconnected from your first chakra, and also how to find greater connection in the process. Some of these steps that I've been sharing are kind of hard to look at and even a little painful to look at. And I just want to honor your steps and your ability to lean in and look a little more closely. This weekend, I'm sharing a free webinar to support your embodied awakening and support your first chakra awareness. Remember that your first chakra is literally your entire body. It's also your environment, so the space in which you live in which you occupy. So the body is the house of the soul, right? It's your home. It's your home space. And your home is literally an extension of that which houses your soul. So the home becomes a very important part of, hi Jennifer, the first chakra awareness. And when we're talking about the first chakra and what it means to be disconnected from the first chakra, from our body, there are a lot of reasons why this happens. Trauma is one of the main reasons, and I've talked about this in some of the videos, but we all have trauma. We all have a place within us, places within us where we are disconnected, and that's what your trauma is going to show you. There's a disconnection point within you, and there is some part of you that is in dis-ease, disharmony, disconnection. And when we study the Jyotish chart, we can very specifically pinpoint where that trauma lives in your bodies, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And then as a result of this identification and confrontation process, hi Liesel, we can also then easily, effectively, and very quickly pinpoint where to heal and transform that part of yourself as well. So the Jyotish chart becomes step number one in the identification process, and it's such a powerful resource for that reason. Now, what does it mean to be disconnected from your first chakra, and how does this show up in your life? How do you know if you're disconnected? Hi Kristen, welcome. How do you know if you're disconnected from your first chakra? Well, this is a big part of what my First Chakra series has been sharing with you. Identifying those points within your life that will absolutely show you, wow, disconnected from my first chakra, my body wisdom, very specifically. So this is going to show up in physical health and well-being. Where am I in dis-ease or disharmony within my physical body? And again, if you're not sure, right, you can look at where are there challenges in your health or your physical body very specifically, and look at your Jyotish chart to notice where are the traumas, the disconnections, and dis-ease showing up in your Jyotish chart. And we're going to take a look at that this weekend in the live webinar. So make sure you bring your North Indian style Jyotish chart. Now, the disconnection can also show up in your relationship. So if there's disharmony in the relationship with self and with others, it means that there's a disconnection with the giving and receiving of love. And what is love but a resource for deep, deep nourishment, for universal nourishment? And it's one of the biggest, most powerful if not the most powerful resource that sustains us and nourishes us as human beings. So if we're disconnected from being in relationship in any way, of course that's going to show up in how we relate to others, and it's the mirror of the self. So where am I disconnected from the self and the relationship with myself? Now, here are a couple other places where disconnection and dis-ease with the first chakra show up. And often people miss the money connection. But remember, money is just a resource of nourishment. It's a way that we are nourished and well fed in life. So if there are any issues with your money, and this means savings, this means the money that you're making, in job, is there enough? It means debts and the relationship you have with money. So when you think about your money, what's the first story that appears? Hi, Wendy, welcome. And one of the ways to really identify this, which I share in my chakra series, is look at your savings account. Remember, first chakra is the wisdom of how safe, supported, stable, grounded, and embodied do I feel? And your money is going to show you very specifically, how safe do I feel? Do I feel safe with comfort? Do I feel safe with pleasure? Do I feel safe to support myself and give myself what I need? And then beyond needs, do I allow myself to be pleasured and nourished by playfulness and ease? So your savings account is the way to see if you feel safe, because that's what savings provides you with: safety, security, and long-term support. So what's the story that shows up when you think about savings, when you think about your income? And we're going to target this in the webinar this weekend. Now, here's another area that shows up to help us identify, am I connected or disconnected from my first chakra? And that's in your dharmic path. And many people forget this really important connection between dharma and am I connected to my inner wisdom? Hi, Jevni, welcome. Remember, first chakra, whole body. So if I'm disconnected from the wisdom of my body, do you think that I'm going to be able to connect to my dharmic wisdom, my life path, my soul's purpose? My ability to sense into and lean into, yes, I trust myself so much in this knowing that I show up, that I commit, that I take action, that I'm certain, even when everyone else is telling me I'm crazy. Hi, Julie, welcome. So this is the big place of disconnection that I see most often with my clients. Now, obviously, some of those other places in your life are probably going to feel the disconnection as well. And guess what? That's a really important part of healing and deepening your dharmic path. They are connected. Hi, Jean, welcome. But the dharmic path absolutely must meet you. It means that you must be connected to your first chakra, your body wisdom, your inner wisdom, in order for you to realize and awaken your true soul's journey. If there's any disconnection, then you won't hear the wisdom of your body, those really loud messages that say, yes, go for it, do it, you're on the right path, go, go, go. And those resources and the support and the guidance that shows up to support you in that process, if you can't hear the inner wisdom, if you can't hear those big, powerful yeses and trust yourself enough to follow through with powerful action steps, you won't be able to step onto the path or stay on the path. And I'm going to share in the webinar this Saturday why this time is so important for your dharmic work. It's a time like no other in terms of staying on the path, being on the path, and making sure that you continue to align with your soul's wisdom. And it's very easy right now to fall off the path, get distracted, fall into cycles of chaos and overwhelm where you lose sight of the vision. So I'm here to support you in that journey and to make sure that you have the resources and the guidance and support that you need to continue to hold you and support the shaping and reshaping and the honoring and the listening of your dharmic path. And that includes embodiment wisdoms, staying close to your body wisdom and your inner truth, and learning how to trust the messages that come more deeply. So this Saturday in my free webinar, I'm going to be sharing a lot more resources with you about how to heal the connection between your first chakra and relationships and money and dharma and health and how to manifest. So if you're disconnected from the body wisdom, it's going to be really hard to manifest what you want. Remember, we manifest from the feeling level, not the thinking level. So if you're trying to move mountains through the mind, it will be really difficult. But if you're connected and embodied and aligned with the feeling level of your existence, then you can manifest from that level and do so very effortlessly. So this is about reclaiming a sense of connection and inner resiliency, self-trust, inner support in order for you to start trusting yourself more and more and more and staying really close to your vision, your purpose, your life path, and in the process feeling more nourished, abundant, vital, and making your dreams come true and being well nourished and well paid in the process. So I look forward to seeing you this Saturday in class. Make sure that you're on my newsletter list for all the details. I'll be sending out a link so you can join live for that. And if you RSVP, you'll also receive the recording of the class and some extra special resources to support your journey. I'm looking forward to seeing you Saturday. Make sure you type in your questions below so that I know how to fully show up for you and support you in this class. And if you're following along right now, type into the chat and let me know something that you just learned. And, you know, this is one of the ways we really seal that awareness and honor our learning journey. So type into the chat something that you just learned from this quick little chat that we just had. And if you're committed to showing up this Saturday, I'd love to answer your questions live and anything else that I can support you with. So type your challenges, your needs, and your questions in below, and I'll be sure to answer them this Saturday in class live. Thanks so much, guys. This was fun to share with you, and I look forward to walking with you. Be well.